Monique.
It's your girl, JT.
Hey, it's Sade.
And I'm Philly, and you are now tuned into Decoded.
All right, episode 7, guys. So this week, we are sipping on some, what are you drinking? Coffee?
I think everyone's drinking something different.
I'm drinking tea. Philly drinking tea. Mo with the coffee.
I had to have coffee today. Today was definitely a coffee day.
Yeah.
You know, some days you need, like for me, some days I need the coffee.
Yeah. So along with what we're sipping, we are also eating a little something. This segment of what we're sipping on is brought to you by Treats by Tay. Her business is in the East End, Durham region. Every week we sip on a snack, but today she's changed things by blessing us with some of her amazing vanilla cupcakes. Treats
so
by
excited.
Tay specializes in cakes and sweet treats and can cater for any type of event. It can be a baby shower, birthday party, or maybe you're having sweet cravings. Whatever it is, hit up Treats by Tay for all your sweet needs. www.treatsbytay.com, Instagram, Treats by Tay, Facebook, Treats by Tay, and that's TAE.
Treats by Tay everywhere.
Yes.
And I know you guys were looking at me like, what happened? Because basically I picked it up, yeah?
JT's already just going in.
I couldn't wait.
Wait, hold on, let me taste this.
They're cute. You know, sometimes you get cupcakes and you're like, okay, whatever, it's a cupcake. But my girl went in like, they're actually cute.
No, the fact when you were talking about Treats by Tay website and all that, I'm like, I need you to hurry up because I need to see my bite.
And the icing's good too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Really
Sometimes
good.
the cupcake is like okay or the icing's okay, but this is like both of them.
It's really good.
That's why you guys
Really,
seem
really
too
good.
missing from the box. I had to just...
She gave me the box right now. I opened it and I'm like,
Two missing.
wait. But she told me we were supposed to get a specific amount. Why is there two missing?
Because I'm like, yo, I'm driving all the way in this snow. I deserve a little something. So I couldn't just get the same as you guys.
But it's definitely really good. I couldn't wait. It's visually, it looks so pretty. Like, I couldn't wait.
It's really good.
It's
and
really,
it's not
really
too
good.
sweet, too.
Yeah.
Usually,
Perfect.
I hate icing usually.
Yeah.
But this is good.
And like, I've seen her cakes and like, she goes in. Like, her last cake, dog, the thing was lighting up. I was like, how did you do that?
You know what it is? Like, I'm happy we have this because usually most of the time I'm the only snack. If you guys want to add yourself to the group, we're the only snacks in the studio, and now we have
The
more.
snacks got snacks today.
Snacks got snacks.
Snacks.
Thank you, Treats
Damn.
by Tay. We appreciate this.
You have something to go with my tea. Like, most of the time when I'm sipping tea, it's not, you know?
Yes, but thank you, Treats by Tay, for sponsoring this portion of the podcast. But let's just get into the lowdown while we sip on, our tea and get into our cupcakes. This week, the first topic that we have to discuss is Meek Mill's interview with Charlemagne. So I know not a lot of you guys have watched so far, but if you haven't, please tune in. The interview is on YouTube. You can find it on Charlemagne's channel. And he was sitting down with Meek Mill and he talked about everything to do from his life before he went into jail and after. He talked about his family. He talked about, his finances. He really got in when it came to this interview. I was shocked. I was like, wow, he's saying some things that I didn't even think he was going to say.
And it's Meek and Charlemagne. Like, those are both some big names in the industry right now. Both of them I love dearly.
I've been talking to her, but my mouth is full of cupcakes. So.
I was about to say, like, isn't it rude for us to talk and eat? Who told us to talk and eat
I
on
know.
podcasts?
We should know better. What is
They're probably like, why are they chewing in my ear? I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm apologizing in advance. I'm sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. These cupcakes taste nice.
Yeah, I'm about to take another bite so someone else has to talk.
I'm wrapping up. I'm wrapping up, so someone needs to finish right now.
Oh my goodness. But yes, how do we feel, guys, about artists being role models? There was a portion in this interview where Meek Mill, kind of stepped back and he was like, at the end of the day, like, I'm an artist. I'm not here to be your mom, your dad. I'm not here to be any of that, but make good music. So do we sometimes feel as though we look to artists to be our role models? And why do we?
I love that he said that. I love it because people feel like artists need to alter their art to please people and please kids. Like, yeah, I understand kids do listen to your music. I completely understand. But an artist is not there to raise your kid. You are as a parent. And as a parent, you have control of what your kids listen to and watch. So yes, I understand they go to school and, you know, they're exposed to these things, but at the end of the day, when they come back home, they want to do more research on Meek Mills or whoever that artist is. You as a parent have control, because you need to be active in your child's life and look over what they're watching on YouTube, so on and so forth. So no, I don't agree with artists altering what they say or what they rap about because underage kids are listening. No, they're not raising your kids.
But at the same time, like, devil's advocate, I just feel like naturally we are going to look to you as a role model. Like, naturally, because we see you every day. Sometimes we're seeing you more than we're seeing actual role models in our life. Like, some people, some young boys don't really have a role model like in their community. So the first person they're gonna look to naturally is who they see presented to them every single day. Like, I agree with you on the point where it's like we need to shape our kids in a way where they would see certain people as role models and know who to choose from, who not to choose. But naturally, some people are gonna look to Meek as a role model.
Yeah, but there's other artists that I feel like say verbally, I'm a role model, I want to do this for the kids, do that. So I feel like those people are the people that kids should be paying attention to. Like, why are you guys paying attention or making a big deal with the people who are just here to solely put out their art? And if their art is something that's vulgar or has sexuality in it, why do they need to alter because some of their listeners are underage?
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's fair, because you're an artist.
I agree with that.
Art needs to be to the fullest potential. So sorry, if someone who wants to cater to the kids, let the kids listen to them, because at the end of the day, that's why they have the parental advisory stamp on their album, that you know as a parent, if your child's gonna listen to my music, they need to know it's not for them.
Yeah.
And me personally too, like, I feel like I connect to an artist when I know their truth. So with Meek Mill, his music is about his life.
Yeah.
He can't change that. Those are
Exactly.
real life experiences that he's been through, right? So a lot of people too that are in his position, they could look up to him in a lot of ways.
And I also want to bring an interview with Tupac. He had an interview back then, and he said, yo, I'm not a role model, I'm a real model. Letting you know,
facts.
I am going through everything right now, and I'm going to let you know. So I'm not going to alter anything because your underage kid is listening to me, or it's something offensive. Like, yo, at the end of the day, I can only be me, and that's who I am. So a lot of artists are like that, and I love that.
Telling their truth.
Yeah.
But in telling their truth, I'm just trying to do flip side, because I'm like, in telling their truth, are they like, let's say like a gangster rapper who like is speaking about violence a lot, speaking about drugs, speaking about all of these things, in telling their truth, are they not continuing certain, like, you know what I mean, kind of promoting a
that
lifestyle? But then in the same sense, I'm like,
But that's their life. That's
exactly,
their reality.
like, if that is their actually, if that's their actual life, then they're just being real.
So in a sense, are you like, should maybe their content be filtered?
But why? That's
don't
what,
think
it goes
so.
back to what I said. Why are we filtering what you want to put out because you feel like these kids are going to go out and go do it? Like, it's my music. If I want to put that out and put out a specific art, why do I need to alter it? Because at the end of the day, it's not me then. It's not coming from me if I have to alter it for certain listeners.
And Meek Mill did talk about this too. For those of you that did tune in to the interview, he actually talked about when he was addicted to Percocets.
Yeah.
And now you know how Juice WRLD just passed away. Rest in peace, Juice WRLD. Yeah, he talked about that. He was like, yeah, I used to pop 30 pills a day. That was my reality.
Yeah.
But
I'm not telling you to pop the 30 pills, but
maybe
that's
someone
what I
else
used
is
to
able
do.
to relate.
It does
Yeah.
come back down to like home training though, because like a lot of these kids will be like, oh, if Meek popped 30, I could pop 30, like, and it's just like, no, he's not telling you that as a way of telling you to do it. He's just telling you that to say I've done it, and it's not for everyone. But it's just up to, I guess, us like raising children, and
that's why
but
the parents.
The only thing is, like, it's not just kids. Like, it's like society in general. You know what I mean? It's society in general, like, who are looking to these people as examples. But at the same time, I think it's a weird, tricky situation because it's art, and like let's say there's a painter and who wants to create a picture, like they're not gonna like alter their picture because a kid would see the picture.
Yeah, like
you know what I
who
mean?
draw the nudist people. Like,
Like their art is their
That's
art. But,
art to them.
But when it comes to rap, when it comes to different genres of music, we're looking for them to filter. And I think why we're looking to them to filter is because it's something that's being given to you orally, like you're hearing it, like it's words.
You just brought up a point that made me. I also think it's really targeted towards hip hop. It's mostly hip hop because I've heard trash music from otherwise, but I don't feel like a lot of people are telling these other artists or other genres to alter their music, because at the end of the day, hip hop does have a lot of influence. I'm not gonna lie.
A lot of influence.
Hip hop has influenced a lot of people, which I never would have thought they would make music, hip hop music. They're in our genre, and I say in our genre because hip hop is for us. Okay, let's get that straight.
Yeah.
So
For the
I
people
feel
in
like,
the back.
No,
And outside.
I can say it again if you want.
Just drop it
It's
again.
for us. Okay, it was for us. So like, I feel like there's so much attention on, because a lot of people feel like rap is so vulgar, rap is so bad, but then you guys were making music about sexuality and all these other stuff.
Look at friggin',
it's not fair.
Look at Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga says madness, you know.
Mad.
Lady Gaga says madness.
But no one.
She says some scary stuff,
they
yo.
look at it as
Nightmare
art.
type of things.
It's
Like,
art. Lady Gaga is an
It's
artist.
avant-garde.
I don't care who
you
it
don't
is.
care what
I
kind of
don't
guard your heart from the demonic
The
things.
new meals is trap art then. It's trap art. Okay, let's get that straight then. That's not fair. We can't give people labels.
No,
and
it's not
give.
fair.
We
Yeah.
have to give hip hop these same labels. Okay, it's not. It's not bad. I don't think it's bad. It's lifestyle they're rapping about. If you don't like it, like, don't let your kids listen to it. That's straight. These artists shouldn't alter their music. Done.
I agree.
It's not
I
fair.
agree.
And they're not asking for it. Like Rihanna said, yo, I'm not a role model. Like
not,
Weeknd has a
yeah.
whole song. Weeknd's whole song. He says like, I got a Teen Choice Award. Who told you to give me Teen Choice Award?
Thank you though. Like, that's a valid
Who
point.
told you that I wanted this award?
Thank you.
So I don't
And
know.
I think there's the reason why I love Rihanna, because she's so real.
So
like,
real.
yo,
She's so real.
Yo, she's making music for herself, and like, yo, at the end of the day, like, who cares? Like, why are you guys mad? Like, this one hurt.
Yes. But speaking about role models, this week, Lizzo. So she, I'm sure we all saw the picture. She was spotted at a basketball game with her ass out. Now, many of us do obviously think this is inappropriate, but according to Lizzo, she can do as she please. So, how do we feel about this?
the thing is, yo, when I heard,
I like how you put your
I had
tea
to
down.
put I had to just
Put her coffee down,
So,
guys.
yo, when I heard, I was like, why are people mad? The girl's performing. Let her wear her performance. Yo, honestly, every day when I'm driving to work and I hear on the radio, I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, it's a performance. Like,
Yeah.
let her wear her
Yeah.
performance. Like, Beyonce wears bodysuits all the time. And, dog, when I seen that it was a dress, like a t-shirt dress, and only the ass was out, I'm like,
Yeah.
you took it too far.
She took it extremely too
Because for
far.
me, okay, but did
But
she?
can we also address the fact that she wasn't performing?
But that's what I'm saying. You were sitting on the sidelines.
She was an attendee at the
was-
game.
yeah.
And this is the thing, like, okay, it's one thing, like, if you also cut out your nipples, or you know what I'm saying, but only your ass, like, only,
You were just a
and
guest.
you're wearing a thong.
I don't think that was appropriate for a basketball game.
No.
It's not appropriate at all.
I personally don't even want to talk about this because it's so inappropriate.
People are saying like if it was Rihanna or someone else that wore that, we would have said it was fashion.
No,
I
but
agree.
there would be a difference. They would be performing. And if you notice, if Beyonce does wear like an underwear or something like that, she's wearing the nude stockings underneath. There's a way to go about
classy
doing
thing.
this.
Yeah, to make it classy, yeah.
And for you to just be sitting down at a game and then all of a sudden turn around and show your
First
ass.
of all,
It's
isn't that
inappropriate.
unhygienic too?
It
Like,
is so-
you're sitting on the people, them
Body cheeks on the chair.
and a thong too. A thong. So all of your everything.
No, but it's not me. Like, I don't care how people present themselves because I feel like once you're an artist, you need to do stuff for exposure. But at a basketball game, that was wrong.
At a
an
basketball
awards
game,
awards or something, I was like, all right, Lil, do your thing.
But why is it wrong though? Realistically, like, people wear body
it
riders
was
all
the
the
wrong
time.
time, the wrong place.
Her bum cheeks were out more.
Yeah.
Like, it was, if it was Bati Riders, I wouldn't have said anything. I wouldn't have cared if she wore Bati Riders and there's a little bit of bum
A
cheeks showing.
thong. Like, she's sitting down, she gets up, and then little Timmy behind her eating the popcorn, just Batty in his face.
Oh my god.
So that's what I'm
actually
saying.
is.
So Timmy now, Timmy with Batty in his face. Why is his parents have him at courtside anyways? Like,
It's a ball game.
It's a ball game.
family
What are you talking
event.
about? So what? Timmy can't sit on courtside because it's inappropriate all of a sudden? Honestly, as a parent, you're not thinking, okay, Little's gonna come and show her ass today. So obviously, you're thinking little Timmy. Now you have to go home and explain to little Timmy why there was Bati in
Here
his
we go
face.
again to
Mommy,
the role models.
why
like,
is she wearing a string instead of underwear? Like,
Meanwhile,
Where
little
are her
Timmy.
pants?
See, like
where
now
are her
there's
pants? Thank you. Where are
but
her
this is the
pants?
thing. It's art. It's art. Why can't she be an artist? If we're saying that it's okay for her to be an artist in her music, yo, she talks about these stuff.
So why
in
can't
her
she?
music.
But okay,
why can't she be an artist all around?
Good point. But
Every
good point.
day.
Let me say this. on her Instagram, she's always showing her body. She's always showing Batty. Like, her Instagram, she's been really doing that. That's completely fine. But now you're in public. Like, the basketball game generates a lot of people.
No, but if we can say Meek, okay, I love Meek, but I don't even want to use him. If we can say some of these rappers can talk about these things and put it out publicly all the time, why cannot she not act like this in public? She's just going with her brand. It's not new for her. She's been saying these things in her songs,
I think
on
it's
her
two
page.
different types of context.
There's a time and place for
Yeah.
everything, and
Different
that was
types of
not the
context.
place.
First of all, I swear it's illegal to be nude in public.
Yeah, I was literally
it
about
is
to say
illegal.
that.
Like now, it's becoming it's a
These
different-
days,
But
what is nudity? What is
But yeah, I was
nudity
gonna say,
anymore?
that wasn't like full blown nudity. That's
She
why,
wasn't
like,
nude.
Yeah, you just saw her cheeks.
If we
Not the
gave
cheeks
her,
on her face.
if we gave her any more attention, she probably would have stripped down.
But this is what she wanted. She wanted these conversations
Yeah,
to happen.
yeah.
That's the only.
Keep
to
her
me,
name in the
that's the
media.
only reason you would do this. Because I know you're cold. Like like you know what I'm saying. Like why?
Well, it depends on where what city was.
Dog, either way, from the wind, the stadium, from it touches, like
Yo, and it was
either
probably a
way.
distraction to the guys playing ball too.
was
Because
just-
me, if I was point guard, I was like, what?
But I swear she was
Wasn't it
world.
for her song?
Yo,
Her
but I
song,
swear she
she's-
was twerking too. It wasn't
She
that
was.
she. It wasn't that she just stood up. Oh, I'm gonna go to the washroom. I'm gonna go buy popcorn.
Can you imagine
My girl
having
was
that discussion
twerking.
with your son on the way or your daughter on the way back home? How am I going to explain this? What do I say?
Try
to
it, Timmy. Mommy, what was that I saw? Like,
You expect me to be the parent in this situation because then I'm looking at my husband. I'm like, this is your son. You take over. 'Cause I don't know. What do I say?
yeah, I don't know.
Hey.
But she's an artist. Like, why not? Like,
No, but I understand what you're saying. But like, there's a time and a place for this. Obviously, if these rappers are making their music and all of that, they're making their album. We understand. We know what's happening. They also put the parental advisory on the album.
So you're saying the front of her shirt should have
Yeah,
said
so she has to
parental
walk around
Yes.
advisory.
So exactly, the parents are aware. There's some awareness. Little Tim and his mom coming to the basketball.
Yeah.
They didn't know there's gonna be Batty there. Like if they knew, they probably would have told him, "Son, we're gonna go to the next game." Like, it's unfortunate.
Okay, but then what about when these like basketball players, let's just say one of them took their shirt off, like in the middle of the game?
That's a valid
like,
point.
Like,
Okay, but
and was just
they're a
wiping off their
basketball
sweat.
player. They're a
Okay, but they're
basketball
nude. At this
player.
point, they're nude, no?
It's true. They're still topless.
At this point, they're nude, no?
they're not nude. They're
So what?
they're topless.
Oh, but
Yeah.
it's a piece of nudity.
Yeah,
Like it's a piece
yeah.
of your skin showing. So it's the same as a piece of a body jaw showing. Like what's nudity? And like this is what I'm saying. I feel like we have been. I'm not saying I agree.
Yeah,
But I feel
yeah.
like we have been conditioned to look at women's bodies and like everything as a offensive thing. Whereas if it was a guy who knows was like,
I'm
yeah,
sorry, ass and your chest is two different things.
Yeah, but I feel like if I was a guy,
But
then
why?
I
Two
should-
different things.
Why though?
It's two different
because
things.
society's conditioned
A
us to believe that they're two
whole
different
ass?
things.
Nah, a whole ass and me seeing a little bit of abs, it's two
Yeah,
different
but
things.
society
I
has
don't wanna see
conditioned
her
you to
ass.
think like that. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, this
I don't want to see her ass. Sorry, Liz will
This
put it away.
conversation
But
is.
it's also unsanitary.
Yeah,
Like, this
Yeah.
is to get
Women,
some.
like for women, it is. I agree, it's
Yeah.
unsanitary.
Nah, she should. I'm just listen. Me, you know me. I like to do devil's advocate. I don't want to see no Batty out of game.
I'm gonna be really honest. Like, if it was any other artist, anyone, a male, female, that wasn't right. Not at a basketball game. An award show, for some odd reason, at an award show, it wouldn't have bothered me as much.
Yeah, you can
because
do
I've
anything.
seen some
Yeah.
recklessness at an award show, and it's appropriate
It
because
is.
you're trying to broadcast
Or if
yourself.
it was like a
Yeah.
performance,
Or a
I can
performance.
understand.
Something to do with
But
your
Yes.
this was not a performance.
I
This was
understand
just-
what Lizzo's doing. She's been showing off her body throughout her Instagram for the past few weeks. I completely understand. She's going in with it. She's running with it. Womanhood, empowerment. I completely understand. No one's saying like you can't do this, but not
time
at a
and place.
basketball game.
Time and place.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was inappropriate.
Interesting. I want to know what our listeners think. So if
For real.
if you agree, disagree, let us know in the comments because this is interesting. We can go for all day, but we have other segments.
Right? But yeah, speaking about women, our next topic, black girls that are in the pageant world. So this week we did see that mainly it was all black women
Come on,
that have won.
say that again. All huh?
It was all black women.
Okay.
Yeah, congrats,
Okay,
girls. That's
like,
amazing.
Dog, do you know how big that is?
That's
Growing
big.
up, side note, before we get into this segment, growing up watching these pageants, it was always a southern white girl,
Always.
with curly hair, blonde, skinny. I would not.
No one we
see-
can identify
I
with.
would never see someone who I could relate to. Never. And it's like, why am I watching this if I have no one to root for? Like.
And then I would just go for Canada because
Like yeah,
might as
right?
well.
There was no representation for us at all.
I would be
like,
sitting there as a little girl, like hoping the camera went on to like Miss Jamaica.
Yeah,
like
for
just looking
the whole
like,
day. You're just
and I feel
watching
like
that.
by default, the black girls weren't like they didn't take them into consideration. It was just like, we rather just see Miss U.
They just
like,
skipped over
Yeah,
them.
like they didn't see a black woman as Miss Universe, Miss World, because at the end of the day, it's a white person who they see in these kind of like moments. So I'm happy, and I'm
so happy.
It's ridiculous we're saying this in 2019.
2019.
Come on,
It took a long
right?
time, but we're here though.
Yes, we are here. Congratulations, Tony Ann Singh, who was Miss World, coming from Jamaica.
Hey.
Zazabini Tunzi was
Yes.
Miss Universe
Come
South
on.
Africa.
Yes.
Kaylee Garris was Miss Teen USA.
Yes, girl.
Chelsea Christ was Miss USA from North Carolina. And Nia Franklin, that was Miss America New York.
That's
all
mad.
black girl magic.
Like that's beautiful.
They're so beautiful,
beautiful.
too.
Someone told us in the comments the other day, there's no such thing as black girl magic.
Yeah, someone came for us.
Oh,
I left. The comments have started, and I rebuke all of you because I'm not going to respond. No time. How dare you say there's no such thing as black girl magic?
This is it. If you wanted proof evidence, dog, this is it. This is it.
And it's about time.
Like, come on.
It's about time. Yo, since what's his name, Steve Harvey too. Like he's been hosting it. I know he's so happy right now
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
because he's been hosting it.
Can we
and
just
I
talk about
know-
his suit, though?
We're not even gonna.
another thing. Wasn't the pageant actually in? Was it Tyler Perry
Yes,
Studios?
yeah.
Tyler
Yeah.
Perry
Yeah.
Studios.
Yeah, so this is just a
Dog,
win-win.
the way
my
we're
God.
taking
Yo,
over the world and people don't know.
Oh gosh.
Win-win.
You slept on black people. You better
Wake up.
Yeah.
Wake up.
You better
But they
wake
knew,
up.
they knew we were powerful. Why do you think
That's
you're
why.
trying to?
That's
Why do you think
why.
you're trying to diminish us and just keep us at the lowest? But yo, when you're powerful, you can't keep us down for long.
We've
Not
been
for
knocking
long.
at the door. Now
Not
we're
for
out
long.
We
here.
were kicking down the door.
Right now we're kicking the door down.
Now
And
we're inside.
We're owning the whole
Yeah,
establishment.
we're
too.
inside. They're looking at us like, so what do we do next, guys? They're here. They're here. What do we do?
I love it.
man.
Big up us, yo. Sometimes we just need to
Yes.
celebrate these
Facts.
things, yo,
These
because they don't
little-
happen often.
They don't happen.
So when they happen in this dirty world, you gotta.
And
to be
when
honest,
when we did have it too, it was like at a default. Like it's like,
Yeah.
all right, well, I have to be the only black girl because that's all I see, right?
Yeah, the
Like there was the
token,
one
yeah.
Disney black girl,
and
then
don't at me, but the type of black woman we were seeing constantly, like when we
Yeah.
did have a black woman, it was usually someone that looked a specific way,
Yeah.
and that person was still not someone that we could relate
could
to.
relate, exactly.
But now we're seeing black women in all different shapes, different
black
sizes,
men.
different
Hair
shapes.
textures, everything.
Yeah, and I'm gonna add
Everything.
black men because black men for a long time they didn't want to also give black men roles and stuff like
Yeah.
because how black men were, how they carried this, how they spoke. It's like you had to be a certain way to get certain roles, and now I'm happy. Black men and black women.
We have a black man hosting it. We have doing it in a black man studio.
Wow.
Like
Yes.
we
Yes.
are,
Big.
before they only wanted to show black men on basketball court. That's
Thank
the
you.
only time they wanted to.
The
or
only
as
thing
rappers.
were rappers,
As rappers.
or athletes.
But
That's
look,
it.
but look at us.
That's
Now
it.
we're
And
everything.
you guys have given us this little bubble because that's the only thing you guys see us good at. But yours are not giving us a chance to be artists, to be producers, actors, because we can do it, but we just never got the chance to do it. And now you guys actually see it. I'm happy, and that's the reason why we have these moments and we big up each other because we never had it growing up.
Amen to that. Shout out to Miss Nigeria. Her reaction was honestly like I wanted to cry. I was like, this reaction was so beautiful.
You
so
would think that she
authentic.
won.
Yeah,
You would
exactly.
think that she won.
Yeah.
So organic. Like
She ran up to
Yeah.
Miss Jamaica, like
Yeah.
she Jamaica
Beautiful.
World. She ran
Yeah.
up to her, like,
Yeah.
and I just think that's so beautiful.
It's amazing. It was a really touching moment. It
Because
was
that's how we
touching.
feel. Like
touching.
Yeah.
she is
Touching.
the embodiment of how we feel
Yeah.
when these women win. Like, yo, dog, we want to run up and be like, yo.
You know what it is? I feel like when you're in these competitive environments, you only think about yourself. How can I win? How can I win? How can I win? And the fact that she was thinking about herself and Miss Jamaica at the time, it says a lot because she was happy that another black girl
Yeah.
won. Like that's amazing. She wasn't thinking about herself at that time. I feel like we tend to forget. Like, yo, it's not only about us. Sometimes it doesn't matter if we win the race as long as somebody else is on
Yep,
the team.
it's about the
that
greater
can win,
good. The
that can
greater-
win.
amen.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
love that.
Come on.
Yes. So yeah, women supporting women. It's honestly a beautiful thing to see, but there's also that flip side. You know, us as black women, we don't be doing this a lot.
No, we don't.
You don't really see this.
There's bare people who just pre every day.
Free and bad mind.
Every day every day in story.
But they don't wanna
looking.
support.
Some
Yeah.
people just look and would go and talk to their friend about you before they congratulate you.
And support you, yeah.
Why do you think that is though? Like, why do you guys think it's hard for people to congratulate you when they see you doing stuff, or
I think sorry to cut you off there.
No,
I
no
think
worries.
it goes back to a lot of, we were always labeled as aggressive, or we don't know how to take compliments very well, so when a black girl even compliments you, sometimes you're just looking like, why is she complimenting me? Like, what,
or like what's the motive behind it?
I feel like we weren't raised to accept that from our own kind. We were so busy trying to look for acceptance on other people's outside of our culture, that we sort of just put that on the wayside.
So we're not really like, if another black girl comes to me and says I like this, like it's not the same effect as if a white woman or
exactly, because we wanted the validation from the white man.
Yeah.
We've been wanting that validation.
That's sad.
But we have to just validate ourselves, because we have the power to do that.
And I feel like this generation it's evident for that, because I feel like there was stuff like, for example, going back to Black Girl Magic, that started from us black girls keep saying, oh, Black Girl Magic, Black Girl Magic. So it started with this generation for sure.
But it's one thing to just say it. It's another thing to actually do it.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
act
That's a good point.
That's a good,
a lot of people will be like, hey, I'm rooting for you.
Thank
Yay.
you.
Dog, you have bare
Thank
woman
you.
empowerment events that happen,
Yo, go
and
there.
the girl who's hosting it is listen.
I'm afraid to say hi to anybody. If I walk in there, I'm afraid.
Why you every day you post empower me, empower you, me and you can win?
Okay.
Let's just be real, dog.
People do stuff for clicks and follows and engagement, because if you're on social media, if you look like that person, like, I'm here for women empowerment, I'm doing this, then if someone knocks your brand, they can't knock it, because they know at the end of the day you're all about empowerment. So it's like, you can't come for me if I'm empowerment. By behind closed doors in real life,
Yeah.
you're not that same person.
Because right now it's cool. It's cool to be like, oh, Black Girl
Support each
Magic
other.
support.
Yeah.
But are
But
you really supporting?
is that
really
you though?
supportive?
Yeah.
And is that you though?
Genuinely
Like,
you.
Right?
Okay, so I have another question. What is support to you guys? What do you guys consider support? Because yes, the girl can watch the story, she can leave a comment, but what is
For
support?
example, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Shade.
Attending an event, buying someone's event ticket, buying something that they're selling, even a like or a comment, or even reposting on your story, that is support.
And,
But that's only social media too.
okay.
We can't just live our whole lives in the social media realm. We
Yeah.
need to also think about how can we support each other outside of social media.
Yeah.
What are things that we can do just one-on-one at work, your everyday life?
I
It
like this
starts
question.
there.
That's good.
Because you
Yeah,
know
it
what it
starts
is?
there.
If I have a business idea, and I'm just being honest, sometimes I have ideas in my head, and
Yeah.
I'll go and I'll show a black girl my idea, or I'll show her that I want this, or I got this towards this idea, and I'm like, oh, okay, good job, Mo, done.
Wow.
If I go now to my friends that I went to uni with, they're like, yo, Mo, like you're killing it. Da, 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 da. But I think it goes back to the
goes
fact
back,
that as
back.
black women, there's just this thing around us where we feel like we have to compete. And I think it's because we don't actually believe we can all win. Like, we actually don't believe we can all win. And that's because there's not many spaces for us
Yeah.
to all win.
Yeah.
So I think that's why sometimes we like compete against each other when it should be a support thing. Because it's like, if I congratulate you, like I'm low key upset because you just took a spot that I could have had.
What if you guys are not like kind of in the same field, or have like the same kind of business idea or whatever?
But
the case may
it
be?
doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't. All it is like I know when people are actually listening to me.
Yeah.
And actually, like, to be honest, ask a question about it. You know
Yeah.
what? That's support.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sharing something with you, and you like, rather than you just say, "Oh, cool." Ask me, what is this idea? What?
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. What if, someone's telling you about a business and you don't care for it? Like, I feel like you're human. Sometimes you
Yeah.
don't care for people's business ventures. Like, can people not care?
Yeah. Sometimes people
Oh,
don't
of
support you
course.
because they actually don't give a shit.
Or like they don't support what you're doing, or they
Yeah.
don't care, or they understand. Like, can people decline, or like that's another question. Is it?
No, it's not, and that's another thing. Like, as black women, do we have to like everything that another black
We
woman's
don't.
doing? No.
And I feel like this day and age, we're also in that generation where everyone's going into entrepreneurship. So every minute someone's bringing
Everyone's
something.
a lash tech.
Everyone's
Everyone's a MUA.
Hey man, the lash tech, you can make some serious cash. This okay.
Listen, make your money.
Make
However,
your money. I'm just saying everyone's doing a business, so it's a little bit overwhelming because you do get these DMs every couple months. Someone's like, "Hey, follow my business page. Hey, comment. Hey." So it's like, okay, this is overwhelming. Do I have to support everyone? And the other day, some people haven't talked to you in years, but as soon as they have a business venture, they're in your DMs,
That's
they're in your
me.
text message, they're in your door. So it's like me on the other side. Do I have to support you if we haven't spoken in so long?
You
And
don't.
why is everyone sipping your tea?
now you know how I felt last week when I wanted answers and people people were sipping.
Everyone's here sipping. Like, I know exactly how you feel. Wow, now for the first time we're in the same boat.
Oh my God.
I waited so long for this day. For the first time, Monique is on the boat.
No, we don't. You're not entitled. That's another thing. Support what you believe in. Support what you actually like. Don't be fake. Like, be real. I like what Tupac said. Like, just be real.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't like something, like, but yeah, that's like, you have to be real though. Like, do you actually like it, or do you actually not like it?
But how do you tell someone, like, someone's gonna feel like, let's say you brought a business venture to me, like, yo, right now I'm a lash tech because you just said it, and I'm like, there's like, I already have a lash tech though. There's like 3 other girls I can do.
But what's wrong with saying that?
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Let's
you
have a
don't feel it well,
conversation.
but you wouldn't feel away if I kind of feel like, yo, JT's a hater.
No, she could be like, yo, I already have a lash tech, but I support what you're doing. Big up to you. That's good that you're actually taking the step and, like,
Yeah, there's
creating
a way
business.
to frame it. There's a way to say it without, like, you know.
But I also think support is constructive criticism. So, yo, Mo, you're gonna be a lash tech. What sets you apart from the other lash techs?
But don't
like,
you
let's
feel
have a
away-
conversation.
Sometimes when someone's giving you that kind of feedback, when you have it in your head, like, okay, I want to do this. It's like, okay, why are you giving me feedback? Like, at the end of the day, like,
I just told you what I'm doing. Why
what
are
am
you
I
trying
doing?
to?
Yeah, like, why are you
Yeah.
trying? Why are you
It's
trying
a
to
sticky
discourage me?
situation.
It's a very sticky situation. The only thing you can do is just say, yo, I respect that rate. If my
That's
lash,
it.
if my lash curl's not there, I'll come to you.
It's either
Exactly.
that or you don't say anything at all. And sometimes
But
saying
not
nothing
is you're a hater. So that's what I'm trying to play.
No. Sometimes saying nothing is saying everything, in my opinion. If I don't genuinely support something and I don't say anything to you, that's too bad.
But then, as a friend, sometimes people feel away. It's like, yo, you know I'm doing this. Why aren't you supporting me? And that's where I just want to. I kind of want us to,
as
like.
a friend, I understand.
Yeah.
If it's your close friend, then for sure, like, you need to say something.
You have
If
to-
it's your close friend. But if I don't know you
But what
from
if you don't
Sam
care
or
for it at all?
Tommy, then I don't care for it. I'm not supporting it. Period.
But I just feel like, all in all, like, maybe you don't support what this person's doing or that person's doing, but find a black woman to support.
That's what I was gonna say. Let's bring it
feel
back
like
to black women.
we need to support one another.
Right,
We're living in a
right.
cold ass world where we have to be our biggest motivators. We have to be our biggest people who are encouraging us. Ain't nobody out there gonna come and say, oh, Monique, keep going, keep going, keep going. Like, I need my girls around me to be that for me.
Yeah.
And if you can't do it for me right now, do it for someone else.
Yeah.
But just make sure that we're pouring back into our own
Yeah.
community.
ourselves, yeah.
Cause me, I'm going to these Asian stores, and every time I go there and I'm doing my nails, they're having big conversation in a language that I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's time for me to stop complaining about it and give my money back to a black girl who's
Facts.
doing it, because the
Facts.
black girls are out here doing it. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. You're not gonna be able to support all black women, but find one that
Find
you can.
one.
Yeah.
And no, that's what actually I did a couple years ago. I was actually tired of going to a certain type of salon to get my nails done.
Yeah.
So I found a black lady. She's actually close. I found her and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give you a chance. Been going to her for the past 2 years now, and I'm so happy that I'm actually, like, supporting my own.
And you actually feel better.
I feel
Yeah.
You feel better.
Yeah.
and it's
because-
one-on-one, and she's real, and she's, like, down to earth. Like, it's very refreshing supporting my own people.
And you're giving your money back to
yeah.
your community.
Like,
Like,
supporting people who don't care for you, who think you're thieves, you're not worth it, you're animals. It's the worst.
It's the worst feeling.
Trust me, giving them that money. It's like, yo, at the end of the day, you're gonna talk shit about me as soon as I leave the store.
they
Yeah.
talk shit while you're there.
Meanwhile, they're probably following you, and meanwhile, someone's grandma's stuffing her bag, like, because no one's paying attention to her, because everyone's following the black person.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
No, I love what you said, Mo, too, about, like, giving back financially. It's huge. I don't think, too, we realize how much money we can actually accumulate amongst ourselves.
Right,
Look
right.
at movies like Black Panther.
Yeah.
that
Bro,
was big.
Queen and Slim, another really good one that
Yeah.
just came out. Like, we have the power to literally take over this world.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah. Just need to support each other
We just
more.
need to support each
it's
other
just
more.
the mindset. It's
Yeah.
just the mindset.
Yeah.
So yes, moving on. We're gonna get into the no filter portion of the podcast. Miss Shade.
Oh,
All right, guys.
I've been waiting for this all week.
Let me put on my seatbelt. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
So we were talking about this actually last week briefly, and it does tie into this week's episode. So my no filter is when you ask someone where they got something from and they pretend or act like they don't know. So this is more so going to be general. Well, actually, I have an incident. Yesterday, I went to an event, and it was a black event. So I'm like, okay. Seen a lot of beautiful black men and women. I was walking around, and I saw a girl, and she was wearing a fire top. And I was with someone. I'm like, yo, her top is cute. I'm going to ask her where she got it from. I approached the girl and I'm saying, hey, I like your shirt. Do you mind if I ask you where you got it from? She's like, oh, looking around on it. I don't remember.
Wow. Before you look at the tag.
So when you put it on this morning, you're telling me you didn't see the tag to see if you got it from Guess, Walmart, from wherever.
Don't tell me.
Okay. I'm like, okay, no problem. But it's cute, though. You look nice. Have a nice day. I walked away. The person I was beside, they're like, oh, you know that top came out a couple months ago? It's actually from Guess.
Wow.
Yeah, but my girl could have friggin'
Just check.
check your tag.
Just check. She couldn't
crazy.
even run down 3 stores that she could have possibly got it from. Forever 21, Guess, or whatever. She just said, oh, I don't remember. Why is it that whenever someone approaches you and compliments you on something, you always have to pretend or act like you don't know where it's from? Why are you being a hater? Even if I go to the store and I buy the same thing, it's not going to look the same on me as it does on you. Maybe it's going to look more fire on you, more fire on me, but the way we dress and put it together is going to look completely different.
Me personally, I love when people come and ask me where I get my stuff, because I just kind of feel honored. It's like, yo, that means I've worn it in a way that it has spiked or inspired you to go do the same. So I will, like any girl, I'll be like, all right, so let me tell you, follow this person. That's where I got it. I'll send people direct links. I've given a random stranger. I've given a random stranger my number to send her a direct link. Like, I love it. I just love giving people tips, because the same way I was wondering when people get stuff, I love it. Like, people be like, oh, where'd you get your hair? I'm like, okay, I got it from here. Like, I just love actually telling people, because at the end of the day, that doesn't affect me. Like, I don't care. Like, I honestly agree with you. I don't like people who just keep, like, what's the point of you acting like, my favorite line is, I got it from the States.
What if sis actually got it from the States?
I can buy online from the States.
Like, it's
everything's online. I can buy online.
Little, like, boutiques.
So why didn't she say that? It's from a specialty boutique. There's only 3.
There's a lot of, let me tell you something, there's a lot of girls out here that genuinely like don't like to tell you, because they don't want you to, they feel like you're gonna look like, it's the same competition thing.
Then you're bad mind then. You're insecure.
I agree.
It's a competition thing. Like, if I tell you it and you end up looking better than me in this shirt, like, dog, are we even gonna be in the same place ever again?
Strangers, I don't care.
Like, we're not gonna see each other again.
Like, I don't care. Like, I don't know. If some days when someone does ask me, like, damn, I guess today wasn't my best day. Like, I love it. I love it so much, because I'm so quick to like, oh, I got it from so-and-so. Sit and I'm happy. Just probably looking like, why is this girl so happy to tell me where she got it from? Because I just love it. I love sharing stuff to people. Like,
a lot of people want their style to be exclusive. Like it was only made for them, and the tag says their name. Listen, everything has another 1,000, like a different 1,000. If it's a t-shirt, there's 1,000 more out there in the world. So just tell me, or I'll find out myself.
Yeah. So when I walked away, I'm like, okay, well, you know what? It is what it is. So like, it's whatever.
That's annoying, though.
But I'm gonna play devil's advocate though, because I have been in that situation where I'm like, why are you asking me?
Yeah,
like,
I was about to say.
Yeah.
But why do you have that attitude then?
With me, it's almost like, why can't you use Google? Going back to Google, our good friend.
But what am I going to Google? How am I going to Google?
Let's say orange short sleeve shirt that has buttons on it.
Thank you.
This is a bumpy ride.
What didn't I say? I'm going to put my seatbelt on? Did you hear what I said? Put my seatbelt on?
Felicia, if I see you in a fire top, how am I supposed to Google it?
No, I hear you on that. But at the same time, I'm like, yo, just do your research sometimes.
But how? Like, for example,
I don't even know the brand.
For example, someone complimented me on my eyelashes. There's 1,010,000 eyelash brands. How is she gonna go on spiky, wispy lashes? Ardell's gonna come up.
Or you
she's
find
gonna come.
something similar.
Sephora's gonna come.
So
she wants
or
the
you
same
find something
ones.
similar.
No, but she wants. So obviously I have to tell her they're Lily Gilly Lashes Miami. Like, how the hell is she gonna find out it's those brands?
You know what it is with me though too? I love to do that kind of research on my own. Like, I love just being on the computer, searching out new sites. I'm just talking about me personally. I like to do that. But I understand a lot of people want to just flick a link.
But is a part of it why you would let someone Google? Because you've taken the time to do it on your own and to come up with your own personal style.
Yes.
And before this gal go find her own personal style, she's gonna come and ask.
If I see you in the mall, like, there's so many stores in the world. How am I gonna find what you found? There's different eyes.
But why do you want what I found?
Find the next one. Find the next one. But it also goes back to
I'm heated
out of the boat.
I'll flip the boat. I'm so heated. I'm heated. I'm so mad right now. I'll flip the whole boat.
It also goes back to our fast-paced culture. We live in a time where we expect things to happen now. You want to be on Instagram and just flick a link and find the shirt.
It's not flick a link. It's literally, how am I going to find those pair of lashes? There's a million.
Dog, look at the lashes and be like, I'm going to get a lash like that. Why you need my girl's exact lash?
Because, I get it. It made her eyes look nice and bright. So how am I gonna find those? Because there's different type of eye shapes.
Yeah,
so
I know.
That girl who asked me, her eyes look like mine. I kind of have like an almond eye shape. So I was like, all right, I get it. So I had to tell her because she knows gonna compliment her eye shape.
Yeah,
like
but
how
her
she
eye
gonna find
no
it?
one eye shape is the same. So why you need the same eyelash?
Because it doesn't bother me. If she asks me, yo, girl, you look good. I love your lashes. Do you mind if I ask? And it's the way if she was polite. Like the girl was actually polite. If you're polite, why am I gonna be mean to
This
you?
is what I hate. I hate when people ask me, where'd you get that? But don't tell me that they also like it. You know, sometimes I wear something.
Obviously, you can go by
God,
approach.
I hate that
You
shit.
can go by approach.
That is my pet peeve, okay? Sometimes I go in spaces and I know, like, I'll leave, but everyone in the whole thing said, yo, where'd you get that dress? Where'd you get that dress?
But no
But
compliment.
no one took the time to say, I like it. But they want to know where I got it,
They
though.
wanna know where you
Yeah.
got it.
Like,
Yeah.
communicate properly, dog.
No, of course, but like I feel like most of the time when it's like I being after like, oh, you look good. Like if you don't mind, can I know where you got it? I'm like, yeah, like I don't mind. Like yo, I got it from so and so.
It's a selective thing. Because if you're pressing me about where I got it, I don't think I'm like obligated to tell you, to be honest.
But
do
it
your
doesn't,
research.
I feel like, yo, if it doesn't affect me anyway, like if I'm literally just shopping and you're right beside me and it takes me 2 seconds to tell you I got it from Sephora, it's a Lily Lash, that's it. Like, it's not breaking my bank.
No.
It's
Yeah.
not breaking your pocket.
It's
Like,
funny
it
too,
doesn't
Shade,
matter.
that you brought this up because I follow a blogger, a fashion blogger, and a lot of her audience, they were getting upset because she stopped tagging stuff in her photos, like where she got certain things from. So usually you go to the comments to see like, okay, where's this shoe from or whatever, so I can get the link.
Yeah.
And people were actually getting upset at her, like, yo, why aren't you tagging your shit? Like, I need to know where you got this sweater. Why aren't you tagging it?
Keyword you said was blogger.
Yes.
Her whole career
And
is
her-
based on that. So
Yeah,
I
supposed
don't
to be
get,
following up with
the end of the day,
information.
sometimes I understand where the bloggers are coming from, but then again, you got us as followers from blogging. So if you're also the influencer and you're always talking about, oh, this, follow this brand, I got it from this. I kind of expect you, in a sense, to tag at least one item on you because most of your posts are sponsored.
Yeah.
So if your followers are requesting it, those are the people why you have check money in your bag. If they're accident, at least.
Yeah, she only tagged like one thing now, whereas before she's literally tagging down to the socks.
Yeah,
of, like,
because,
where she
yo,
got the
money
shit
changes you. From
now,
when she got the
she
followers
only
and the
be
money?
tagging one thing, and
Okay.
people are upset. People are upset. People are saying, why can't you tag the whole outfit?
Yeah, because some of these people are literally looking at the picture, buying the whole outfit, and then reposting
And
it
reposting
as their
it.
own
But
personal
that's the price.
style.
But that's the price you pay as an influencer. You know how many times
That's
I've
your
walked,
job, yeah.
You know how many times I've walked in a store and I screenshot enough like, okay, I want this similar skirt. Do you guys have it in stock?
Yeah.
And that's an influencer's job. Like sometimes you're gonna influence people, you're gonna inspire people. So sometimes I understand when people are kind of frustrated, like, girl, like we kind of follow you for your fashion, your makeup,
Yeah.
whatever it is. If you have a fire lip gloss on, I'm expecting you to at least tag that lip gloss. Unless it's sponsored and she's working on it, she can't leak it yet.
Nah,
I
this
can't
girl
let-
was brave. This girl posted a picture and said, "Stop asking. I got everything at the store."
I'm dead.
I
That's
think
deep.
the boat's level.
She needs
man.
to take off blogger out of her bio.
Thank you.
Take off blogger out of your
It's
bio
funny.
then.
As soon as Felicia said
Yo,
blogger,
it's
I'm like,
crazy.
dog.
My girl said,
Forget the whole story then.
That's where we are now in terms of this whole
because
thing.
it's
like,
everyone's competing. I'm telling you, everyone
Everything's
is
a competition.
competing.
But yo, why you competing in real life if like you only have 100 followers? Someone asks you, I bet you just tell them. It's not like your shit's paid sponsored. I get certain time that people were paid because sometimes they don't want to leak it
But
because
shouldn't you be telling people if it's paid?
they,
Because
at the top,
the
at
more
the-
clicks you get,
Y'all
the
are
more
getting
money
tagged
you're
now.
getting.
now at the
getting-
top of Instagram it says paid by Fashion Nova or whatever.
Yeah.
Now you have to tell people. But I'm talking about the people with 100 followers. You're acting like you're bad and bougie. If someone asks you, just I'll be like, yo.
And sometimes it's obvious too. Like if you see a girl with a Louis Vuitton bag, like obviously she got it at Louis Vuitton. Like just go to Louis
But
Vuitton.
that's someone just being an idiot because
Okay, that's
like,
different.
But a lot of
If
people
I
do
know
that.
if I know the brand, I'm gonna go on the website
well,
and
yeah,
look for it.
yeah, that's so smart.
Yeah.
Some
But
people,
a lot of
some
people
people
don't.
know.
A
Some
lot of
people
people-
will say, what's that one
style.
called? What's the number
code.
called?
that I can't.
Okay,
You
that's
just
go on the website.
Just go
like,
on the
yeah,
website.
just go
that's-
do your
That's
research.
different. But I'm talking about the people who asking because they can't tell the yellow shirt with the button up. Like where they're gonna find
Yeah.
it. That's different.
Hey Google, where can I find this yellow shirt with the button
You
up?
better. My phone will go off.
Yo,
My phone will answer you. Don't be saying that right now. Not right now.
Well, just to
Oh
wrap
my
it up, if I
goodness.
approach any of my fellow sisters and ask you where you got something from, you look fly. I just want to kind of look fly like you too. So,
Like I said, it's a compliment. Like I take it as yo. Today I'm that bad bitch. So like, if you're coming to me, because sometimes it's hard for people to actually come up to you.
That's yeah.
It's hard. It takes a lot of courage because some girls rest in bitch face. So it's like, yo, how am I gonna ask this girl? So if someone takes the courage to actually come, like, I'm so sorry, you look good. Where did you get that jacket? I'm smiling like, damn. All right, so let me get your pen and book out because I think I'm a celebrity of it. So I got it from here.
Oh man. Okay. So now it's time for us to get into this week's dirty laundry. So one of our listeners writes, "Hey, I'm not sure this is an actual dirty laundry, but please hear me out. Some girl DM'd me the other day saying, I have a bit of an embarrassing question to ask you. I said, go for it. Then she sent a picture of a guy and said, do you happen to know this guy? In my head, I was like, what the hell? I've never seen this guy in my life.
Wow.
So I told her, I don't know him. Then my girl says, oh, okay, because the two of you were at the same event on Sunday. And I was wondering if you cross paths and you happen, and you know how girls are.
Oh my.
What?
I was like, what? Why is sis in my DMs about her man? First of all.
Like, what?
And I just want to know, what would you ladies do in this situation? Please help me out.
I would have to leave her on red.
Yeah.
I would have to leave her on scene.
Yeah.
Why are you coming to me about your man before you ask your man where he was and what party he was and who he was talking to at the party? You're going to ask me if I was there. First of all, how did you find me?
Right?
Yeah.
Like, what research did you do?
What kind of Inspector Gadget? What's happening? Inspector Gadget. What? Like,
That's embarrassing.
nah, that's so embarrassing.
crazy.
I'm in the same boat with Monique today. Like, today, like, you picked me up and I'm riding with you. Like, no.
I think it was a situation, maybe one of her friends, the girl that DM'd her, was at the event and then told her, like, hey, you know, this girl was beside your man or whatever.
But did they even speak at all through the day? Like,
Yo, the girl said, I've never seen your man.
That's what I'm saying.
The
How
girl said,
else
I don't
could she
know this
find
man.
her?
How
How
did
else could
Kiki
she
Palmer
find her?
say sorry to this man? I don't
I
know your
know,
man,
yeah.
yo.
wow, this is embarrassing.
That
What would I do? Me, I would have to leave her on scene because why are you asking me? I just don't like that. I don't like that. I feel like a lot of, like, God
That's
forbid I have to
crazy.
message next gal and ask
Yeah.
where for my man's whereabouts.
Nah.
Sis, if
Never.
you don't know, I don't know.
Never.
And if I do know, like, that's up to you and your man.
Never.
Like,
Your man to
ask your
figure
man,
out, yeah.
ask your man why he's talking to
Never
me.
Give someone that
the
satisfaction.
man is probably feeding her
Never.
bare lies.
Never.
And that's why sis had to do big research and find me on
She
the
took her time out of her day.
Wow.
But that's
do that.
embarrassing. From the minute you have to message or DM another woman about your man,
Wow.
And attach a
you
picture.
reevaluate your life.
Attach a picture. So
Wow.
Oh, attachment one image.
wow.
So I want to know. My personal question to the other girl is, not the one who sent a lyric injury. So the picture, was it a picture from your camera roll, from his Instagram? I want to know, because might as well. At this point, you're sending pictures. I want to know where the original picture came from. Like, what? I want to know.
But this girl
the
has
details.
never seen your man. Now you've literally introduced your man to this girl. In
Thank
my
you.
opinion,
And
you
thank
just
you.
introduced your own man.
Thank you.
And then
to
she
this
said,
girl.
because you
Thank
know how girls can be. So, sis, are you asking me a question or are you accusing me of talking to your man?
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna come to me and ask for evidence and proof at the same time be
Yeah.
firing shots
Yeah.
and expect full cooperation.
Yeah.
So maybe I do know your man. Maybe he's beside me right now.
Yeah,
Because
like-
at this point, what are you doing? Like, why are
Yeah.
you coming?
But you
Yeah.
think if you don't respond, that's basically saying, yeah, I know your man.
No, it's not. I don't owe you anything.
No, I don't owe you.
Does she have to respond?
No, she don't have to do anything.
The whole episode we talk about supporting black women. This is
Right.
another black woman who's coming to you, just want to know where her man is, and you're gonna say, I don't owe you
So,
nothing.
no, but the way she's coming at you, but I know how girls are.
That's rude.
How are you gonna be
Yeah.
wanting information from me and firing shots?
That's
You
why
don't
you
know
need to-
me. You don't know me.
That's why you need to get someone to proofread things and when you write
Yo,
them.
fix up and resend.
Yeah.
Like,
I would
wow.
have to say, if I didn't leave her on scene, I would say, hi, can you just rephrase that and then come again? Wheel and come again?
Don't even come again. Stay where you are.
Right? Stay where you are.
Like,
What would you do? What would you do?
I'm not. I'm just reading it. I'm going. I'm not giving you the time or day. I'm not responding to you. You're not getting a response from me. That's dumb. That's I'm not entitled to give you a response. The fuck? Like, I don't know you. Get out of here. I'm
I
so
don't know
pissed.
you or your man.
She
I
said
don't
this is a
care.
very embarrassing question. From you have to start something with this is a very, then keep your embarrassment to yourself.
That's
If you had to start
disgusting.
like that, then you already know how it's gonna end.
I'm sorry, I don't want to be a part of that. That's disgusting. You and your man's issue. I'm sorry, I'm above that. And how dare you, Twitter fingers, come in my DM and are you dumb?
Invade
Do you know
your
who I am?
space.
How dare you? Don't you ever think you can come in my DMs and come asking stupidness. Don't. Stop. You're not even getting a second. Get out of here. No.
Who is this girl that stressed you out
I am not encouraging stupidness like that. Go find your man. Go talk to your man. At the end of the day, I'm not the one in the sheets with you. It's your man. So don't even come in my DMs. I'm so like, I hate when girls do that. Why are you messaging the next girl? For what?
So we unanimously agree that this girl should not respond to her.
Or I would tell her if I was feeling like if I had my next hat on, like trying to be professional, trying to be like a support, I would say, sis, like this is not cute. We gotta do better. Like maybe you should ask your man. Like, and for you to come at me, like don't come. Like, cause sometimes it's like, what are we gonna gain by just ignoring her? Like
That's what I'm saying.
What are we gonna gain by just?
Because I think no response is a response.
Yeah, so maybe
But
it's like,
is it
yo,
the right response?
but because maybe it's a conversation.
I don't know you. I don't owe you anything. I don't owe you anything. Who asked you to come to my DMs? Did I invite you? I didn't invite you. I don't owe you anything.
Well, there's no invitations for DMs.
If you have an issue with your man, go back to your man and fix it. Don't come to me. I don't know you guys.
But the problem is these guys are out here lying. So sis is like, okay, maybe my black sister will help me.
But you know
out.
what she's probably gonna do? She's trying to get information before she approaches her man. So she wants to get her facts right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
Sorry.
wants a whole arsenal.
No.
But not only that, okay,
No.
I don't like that, but even if you're gonna go that route, at least come at me correct.
Yeah.
Come at her with respect too, because for her to say, "Oh, well, you know how girls are," who are you?
You and my man were at the same party, and so were 100 other people.
Yeah.
Why you here? Like, why you talking to
Yeah,
me?
she could have done it in a respectful way. Not that she should have even been in her DMs. Period.
So if you're gonna message that girl, then you need to message the other 99 girls that were there then. No, I'm being honest. What? So what people?
And why
a
did she
female
go
can
to the
be-
event with her man?
That's your problem.
If you were that, like, you should have been there with your man.
Should've
Then you
been there
had
after
no
the fact. You
problem.
probably
Because our
invite
man
her.
told her, you better stay your ass home.
No,
Well,
her
I
man
would've been
told
like-
her that he was playing FIFA at his friend's house, and then she went and saw her man in a story beside a girl. So now she spent her whole week trying to find the girl. Listen,
If
guys
you're
are
that insecure, she should have got dressed and went to the event
Dog,
too.
she didn't know that. I told you to
Or
do
if
know
you're
till
that
after.
insecure about your relationship, end it. Find another man. Why are we?
There we go. Why are we even wasting time?
That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
Your man shouldn't be embarrassing.
Hide
like
your
that.
face, yo. That's embarrassing.
That's our answer. Hide your face.
You better, now you have to
And that's why JT always says stay booked and busy.
Thank
Because
you.
then you won't have no time to be typing and coming to me.
Claim Inspector Gadget.
Are you dumb, yo?
Inspector Gadget. You know what you should have done? You should have sent her a voice note singing that song.
I'm
and
dead.
send it to her.
Wow.
Say, hey sis, have you ever heard about Inspector Gadget?
Like, wow.
So wait. So are we? You know, what would we tell this girl? Because I think genuinely, from what she's asking, she thinks she wants to respond.
Yeah.
She's looking for something to say to this girl.
My advice to her is I wouldn't respond. If she
So
asked
no-
me,
so
she asked
J-
me what I
okay.
would do in that situation. Me, JT, you're not gonna respond.
no
to me.
response is a response.
No. No
I
response.
feel you. I feel you.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna say, sis, like this is inappropriate. Like, and it's actually kind of sad that you would have to come and ask me. I don't know you. I don't know your man. Have a conversation with your man and stop playing Inspector Gadget.
What kind of Dr. Phil? Nah, but it's not, I feel like it's not up to you to be Dr. Phil. Like,
Why not? If I want to be loud, me, yo.
Nah, like why? Now all of a sudden you're Dr. Phil. Now you're trying to mediate their. Nah, like she needs to talk to her friends. Like
Yeah, no,
so
it's
none
true.
of her friends stopped her before she slid in that girl's DMs.
Maybe her man is her only friend.
Wow.
That's a whole nother.
We might as well just go into that then because
That's why. That's me. That's why I tell you guys. You should have more friends than you're just your man.
Yeah.
I told you guys on episode 5, 4, whichever episode.
when you said about the best friend.
Yeah, why is your man your best friend? That's why you can't find him. And that's why you have no one else to ask. Because that's the only and then you have to be going to strangers. Why is your man your best friend? Okay.
Yo, if he's really your best friend, you guys would have been at that event together.
Together.
I'm done. I'm
No,
sorry.
it bothers me. Like,
It's embarrassing.
okay,
Hide your face.
I think she
Okay,
should
so that's her
deactivate her whatever social
After
media.
that, you have to lock off. Social media lock off, yo.
Yo.
After that, when I say sorry, I don't know your... you have to lock off your social media. You have to take a
You know what,
social
girl?
media detox.
I think I have the response for you. Send her that Kiki Palmer meme. Just send it to her. That's it. That's it. We're done.
That's it.
Segment done.
Done.
Everyone, hop in the boat. We're right back. Hop in. Let's go.
Everyone can come but that girl.
Oh man.
Nah.
Let's move on though.
Nah.
Moving on to a woman that we do support, Miss Jackie Aina. She has got the code for this week. She She is an advocate for inclusion of people of color in the beauty industry. Firstly, she's a Black woman to have a collaboration, or the first Black woman to have a collaboration with Anastasia Beverly Hills. She was also featured in other collabs such as e.l.f., Sigma, Too Faced, which she helped expand their foundation range by creating 9 deeper shades of undertones that will work on women of color. As we all know, she has over 3 million subscribers on YouTube, which she started in 2009.
Wow.
She was nominated for People's Choice Award for Favorite Beauty Influencer. Bear in mind, she studied medicine for 2 years and joined the U.S. Army, where she started her YouTube channel thereafter. And she was also stationed in Hawaii all while doing that.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Miss Jackie Aina. You have got the code for this week.
Yo, she's a perfect example of it's not how you start, it's how you end. Okay?
Amen.
Because sis started...
When she was little pumpkin pie. Do you remember Jackie?
I remember
Pumpkin
that,
Pie?
yes.
OG Jackie.
And the room she was filming in and all that, and the quality, like,
Yeah, that
Jackie.
was like when she used to work at MAC. And I
Yeah.
would just look at her eyebrows like, what is she doing differently? What product do you have that I don't have?
Yo,
Her
Jackie she has grown into this person that I'm in love with, because I feel like she's so real. Like, she's not your
So
typical
real.
influencer. She knows how to connect with her followers. She knows how to involve us, and I love it. I love
The
it.
thing I love about Jackie is that she roots for us, and she always stands for Black women.
Yo,
Always.
And her comments, people are always like, "Why are you all so pro Black? Why is it only for Black women?" Her clapbacks.
Oh, she's
that's what I
got
inspired to
clapbacks.
be in 2020. My clapbacks need to be elite, like Jackie's. Her clapback, will have me just crying myself to
And
sleep.
you know what I love too in her videos? She will read those comments in how you just said it too, and not care,
Like, what?
and make the whole video. This is why I'm supporting Black women.
Yeah.
Like she's whoa.
Yeah,
Congratulations,
like, I love it.
girl.
I
She
love
deserves it.
Yes.
Everything, all the awards,
Yes.
everything that she's having right now.
Yes.
Her amazing husband.
Yes.
You know, a lot of us didn't know as well. She was in like a long-term relationship
was
before.
previously,
She was married and everything, and we didn't even know. This goes back to show you, like, you don't know what's going on behind closed doors as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
A lot of these influencers, we put them on big pedestals
Yep.
without actually knowing behind the scenes all that it takes and all that they go through before they reach that pedestal.
And I think it's important that we like big up people like this, because there's a lot of people around us right now, even ourselves, who literally are doing, whether you're doing podcasts, whether you're doing YouTube, and people will look at you and be like, "Yo, why are you doing this? Like,
Yeah.
why are you in your room
Yeah.
recording? Why are you why are you showing people how to do makeup?" Like, people will underestimate what
Yeah.
things can come from what you're doing. Some people think we're recording podcasts and don't really see the vision. Don't let me preach, eh? You have to see the vision for yourself, because you live in a world where not everyone's gonna see it. And then look, what if she stopped doing what she's doing because she didn't have enough followers, or because she wasn't, like, you know what I mean, blowing up as quickly as she was. My girl went from YouTube in a room to now, like, you're in big magazines. Like, that can happen for anyone.
Booked and busy getting flued out too.
Yo, she's in her bag.
Yep.
That's all you guys need to know. Like, everything she posts is strategic, because she's getting that bag from that. So that's goals right there. Okay. People look at social media as like, yo, it's dumb, it's no way, but yo, you guys are posting for free. She's posting for money. Okay, let's get that straight. And for it to be a dark-skinned Black woman and reach the followers that she's at right now, that's amazing.
And like right now she's posting for money, but there was a time where she was probably just posting to post. And you're gonna go through that journey where you just gotta do things anyways, and then the time will come when you're making money from it. So we can all learn a bit from her.
And I love how she hasn't altered who she is from the beginning. Jackie's always been that funny, relatable girl, always running jokes in her videos, and to this day she's still that girl. Her stories have me dying every time.
Dead.
Like, especially when she brings her niece Jade. Oh my god, I live for her.
She
those
takes
moments.
multitasking to a whole nother level.
Oh my god, she's so funny.
This
I love
girl
her
will
so
be
much.
changing her niece's diaper, putting on her eyelash, doing her a face mask.
But that's real.
Yeah,
Like,
I love it.
wow, that's real.
I love it.
Blown away when I see her
love it.
stories.
Yeah, like, she's amazing. She's amazing. Her ring. If I don't get that ring, I better look identical to that. You
Ask
know?
somebody's son.
So wait, are you gonna message her and say, "Hey Jackie, where'd you get your ring?"
I'm just gonna send that.
Cause that's a thing. I'll say, Google that.
I'm gonna send that image to whoever and just be like, find that ring. You know what to do. That ring is beautiful.
Okay, so we are just wrapping up the last portion Ladies,
Wow.
I know you have some old bags in your closet. Women in Biz Toronto is running their second annual Secure the Bag project. The objective is to provide women in need with the essential items used on a daily basis. The bags will be donated to a women's shelter. And the Secure the Bags will include lotions, hand sanitizers, pads, tampons, snacks, toothbrushes, and so much more. If you'd like to assist in this wonderful cause of donating these items, please message at womaninbiz.to on Instagram. If you are able to donate, please spread the word. It's great. It's holiday time, so let's not only think about ourselves, but let's think about others as well.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. I definitely feel like you guys should help out with this. We're so fortunate to have so many stuff to wear. I have bags of stuff that I'm rotating from spring, summer, and it's like I don't even wear it. So definitely we should get back. It's the little sins. It's the holiday, like it's the little sins for sure. If you have a bag just chilling in your room, you haven't touched it, give it to someone else who can put it to use.
And speaking of giving, we decided to do Secret Santa. So I'll be getting gifts from you guys. I'm looking forward to
You'll
it.
be getting a gift.
Okay.
I was about to tell her.
A gift. Listen, man. Why you always listen? I'm excited. But we've set a budget. Don't worry about how many zeros are at the end of that budget. And we've decided to give a gift back, a meaningful, thoughtful gift to another member of Dcoded. So we can't tell you who we got, but next week, if you tune into the episode, you'll be able to hear about who got what. And who gave it to who, and we're gonna do a little guessing game and stuff like that and see how much we actually know each other. So that should be fun.
All right.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's episode. Please don't forget to follow us on Instagram at This Is Dcoded. You can also listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music. Don't forget, we are there. Apple Podcast, SoundCloud, and YouTube. Just type in Dcoded. Remember, that's spelled Dcoded. Also, don't forget, we love to interact with you guys. Tell us what you thought of this week's episode. And don't forget to send us your dirty laundry via DM or email at contactdcoded@gmail.com.
Bye.